Hello and welcome to the preview show. I'm Jed Mills and joining me this week is interim assistant head coach and head of academy coaching, Matt Blinkhorn. Blinks, welcome to the show. A bit of a whirlwind for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Very much a whirlwind, but very much excited for what's going to happen over the next 4 or 5 weeks and the challenge ahead.
Am I right in saying you were here like 11, 12, something like that? 13 foot, you know?
9, Jed.
9, that was it, yeah.
9, yeah.
So this is, you know, this is ingrained in you, this football club, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I came in at the age of 9 and then I think I left as a pro at 22. So the club means a lot to me. I see obviously all the little kids coming in now, working with the under 9s, 10s, 11s and 12s, and seeing the journey of those players and the enjoyment they have on those faces, and hopefully they're the kids that we can get through into the first team in many years to come. Yeah,
so talk to us about just how this all came to play after, what was it, Saturday morning I think, and then how you and Dobbs sort of came about taking over for Monday.
So Saturday morning I got a phone call off Kieran, the academy director, and just said Dobbs is going to step in and we want you to support him. Pretty much headed to the training ground, sat down with Dobbs, Banksy, Adam, and we just started to plan for Luton.
How can you plan for Luton? Did you have to get the players in together? Was it a training session beforehand? Obviously with it being the Easter period and how mental it is as a footballer.
Yeah, I definitely forgot what day it was,
yeah.
That's for sure. But no, so the Saturday we met, Saturday afternoon, planned what we were going to do for training, planned what the team might look like, watched 3 of Luton's games back. I'd never watched Luton before in my life, so just trying to get an idea of what they look like. As a team we discussed it as a staff, and then we set out a plan to how we can hopefully get something out of that game or bring a bit of positivity back to the first team. And
let's be honest, when Andy Lyons popped it in, at first you're thinking, it's a Dotless, his coaching lot. But a great side, aren't they, Luton? Good side. Yeah. Rob, of course, there, and a former pool player, great manager, and they're a good team. And that's the championship all over, isn't it? Things can turn very, very quickly. And I suppose for you, how was that experience being on the bench and seeing how it all works out?
Totally new to it.
Yeah.
When Andy headed that ball in, it was a case of the 29th minute, I think it was. It was what I'm celebrating, even though there was still 65 minutes to go. Turn around, obviously me, Banks and the staff, and Dobbs had a little bit of a cuddle and was like, yes, come on, right. Then back to it. A really exciting feeling that was. So yeah, it was a feeling that I've never felt before, and hopefully we can feel that again on Saturday.
How much of a positive, I know you got beat, but how much for you, seeing what happened on Monday and players and the way maybe they reacted, positivity going into this weekend, how much have you seen?
The players have been fantastic. They've really been fantastic. They've bought into what we're trying to do. Obviously, the environment wasn't great because you're not winning football games, so it's not going to be great. So we'll just have to get them together, speak to them, try and build relationships with them, try and start to create an identity. You know, an identity takes a long time to build. Get smiles on the faces. That's probably the most important thing. Try and tell them how good they are and what players they can be, because we do have good players within the group. And try and maximise the potential of those good players and try and get a result, which we tried to do against Luton. We were really good first half, they didn't know what to do, speaking to their staff after. Second half, it was tough. We just got to try and learn in those moments when we do concede to not concede again to keep us in the game. But even after we conceded the third, Jan came on, played a great little ball into CJ, could have squared it for Josh if that goes in. Yeah. Could be a little bit different. So there was moments that were really positive, and we just need to build on that now. Saturday against Wigan.
See, I think that's been the story of the season for me. You know, there's been little moments in nearly every game that, if just it would have gone our way, completely changes. You know, we'd have 100% been mid-table. It's just been one of them seasons for me where there's been injuries, illnesses, little moments of pullbacks, just not gone our way. Decisions as well. Let's be honest, we've had a bit of a rough time with that. And I suppose for you, is it about just bringing back belief in these players that they can do it?
Yeah, it's about belief and confidence. It's interesting, somebody asked me earlier around what's different, and it is different. You're working with top players, but the process and the core of it is still building relationships with players, giving them belief, giving them confidence, or trying to do that, and giving them a plan to work off. So that's it's stayed the same, but obviously we need to get to know the players quickly to try and get the results that we need, because you know Saturday's a big game. If we win that and the results go for us, you know, we move on to Tuesday and what might happen after that. So yeah, it's all about relationships, environment.
Are you glad these games are coming thick and fast? Especially, I'm thinking, you know, Wigan on Saturday, West Brom Tuesday. You know, not much time as well to maybe get the players in. But are you glad that, like you say, we can get a win here? We're back here on Tuesday. Are you quite glad they're coming thick and fast?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously coming totally new into it, you're going, could you do with a little bit more time planning and stuff like that? But the situation is what it is, and we've got to try and, like I say, get the best out of the players that we've got, because they are capable of getting a result for sure. But going back to the question, yeah, I think it's great that we've got game after game after game. Obviously,
and we've got 5 games. There's points available. I think this is, people have a go at me for this. You know, I'm very positive. You know, and I keep saying, you know, there's only 6 games and this is 5 games. I wouldn't mind if there was 2 games left and, you know, we needed 7 points, which is impossible, then fair enough. But there's plenty of points out there to get, and with 3 home games in there as well. Yeah,
and that's it. It's these next 2 home games are vital, but we can't look at West Brom.
Yeah.
We can't. We have to look at the Wigan game. That's a must-win game. We know that. Obviously, like you said, Luton was a free hit. Nobody expected us to get anything. You know, we want to go and beat Wigan. We have to beat Wigan. So that's what we're planning to do. And hopefully that performance comes on the pitch, because I think if we get the performance right, a little bit of luck. I think you always need a little bit of luck. We get a win. Results go for us. What can happen next? We don't know.
Have the lads been in training this week since that Easter Monday? I suppose we have Tuesday, maybe going in Wednesday.
Yeah, so we've obviously played the game Monday. We were off Tuesday, and then we've trained Wednesday, Thursday, and obviously we'll train tomorrow. But like I said before, the response has been fantastic. You know, the shackles are off a little bit.
Has that been something you've tried to do? Just say, it is what it is. You know, there is, you know, a big possibility we're going to go down. That's, you know, out there. That's no problem. And it is it that just let's relax. Let's take players on. If you lose the ball, fine, no problem. Shoot from 20 yards. That's. Do you know what I mean? Is it a case of just relax, as you know, because we're in this position?
Yeah, no. Like I said, it's having a structure and a strategy to work from. So training's been structured. They're clear on what we're trying to get out of our game plan, with the ball, without the ball. But it's being positive. We need to be positive, because if you know we're telling them they're not good enough all the time, then they're not going to be good enough. So a little bit of positivity around the place, I think's helped. Lads have got smiles on their faces, and they're very energised in training. The quality's been good in training. It's now just transferring that training to the match day, and hopefully we'll see that on Saturday.
And you and Dobbs both attacking players. Is that sort of where we're heading?
Yeah, Dobbs was a lot more creative and a lot more flair than I did. I was just the target man, really. But no, yeah, that's part of our makeup. We are attacking players, so we want to attack, we want to score goals, but we've also got to keep the ball out of the net, because if we keep clean sheets, then we're more chance of winning the game, and that's something we're going to try and do as well on Saturday. That's not all. Subscribe to Tangerine TV to watch the rest. Let me do that again. That's not all. Subscribe to Tangerine TV to watch the rest.